Web 2.0 covers a lot of territory. For purposes of our discussion, I'm going to concentrate on 6 areas: rich internet applications, mashups, folksonomies, wikis, blogs, and crowdsourcing. Blogs are chronologically organized online journals, and there are 2 uses for them. Internally, a blog can improve communication and serve as a persistent record of the organization's activities. When it later becomes necessary to understand how we got to where we are, the blog archives can be searched to bring back all of the conversations from that period. Blogs may also serve as a repository of expertise, which is particularly important as the baby boom generation retires. Externally, blogs can serve as a sort of 2-way, high-capacity advertising, a technique for connecting with stakeholders. Note that your stakeholders may already be blogging about you, and not always in flattering terms. Blogging is a way to participate in the ongoing conversation and steer it in productive directions. We strongly encourage the adoption of blogs for both internal and external use, and 5 years from now, we expect that they'll be as common as email is today. Wikis are collaborative composition and editing environments in which multiple people can contribute to the creation of a document. The most famous wiki is the Wikipedia, which is a 1.7 million article encyclopedia created almost entirely with unpaid labor. It's not uncommon for as many as 40 people to collaborate on an article, which is a minds per page ratio that probably couldn't be achieved in any other way. Within the enterprise, it's probably best to avoid what you might call Wikipedia envy. The temptation is to start a large wiki and encourage everyone to contribute to it in their free time. This may work, but it may also be easier to start small, to provide a wiki to groups that are working full-time on a deliverable. Within 5 years, we expect that wikis will be the default method of creating most kinds of deliverables in the enterprise. A mashup is a website that uses web services to take data from 2 or more sources and mashes them together to create a new application. Interestingly, tools are available that let mashups be created by less technical people, and therefore we believe that they represent an opportunity for enterprises to reduce their application backlog, which, according to one analysis, exceeds 50 projects at 70% of U.S. companies. The idea is to recruit end users to create the mashups they need, with IT playing a supporting role by wrapping existing systems and data sources in web services. Mashups have so much potential that within a few years we believe they'll be pervasive in the enterprise. Folksonomies are a new way of doing manual indexing in which end users attach index terms to documents and this is the crucial part, create new index terms as they see fit. A folksonomy addresses one of the challenges associated with classical taxonomies, which is what happens when I need an index term that wasn't anticipated by the taxonomy's creator. In a folksonomy, the answer is that I create it myself. Now, folksonomies ought to lead to redundancy and hence poor search results, for reasons researchers are still looking into, though that turns out not to be the case. One study has found that folksonomies can actually be quite stable and effective. Now, folksonomy support is coming to content management systems, so most enterprises will get it automatically. Experimentation will be cheap and may significantly alleviate the knowledge management problem. In a few years, we believe that folksonomies will be an integral part of firms' knowledge management processes, just as they're an integral part of the web today. Crowdsourcing is the recruiting of large groups of contributors to create content for you. Amazon, for example, recruits visitors to write and rate product reviews. That database of reviews represents a significant competitive advantage for Amazon. Enterprises should be very interested in the crowdsourcing experience of Innocentive, an R&D broker whose 90,000 freelance researchers work on tough problems and achieve an astonishing 30% success rate. Recruiting that many people to attack your challenges would be very powerful indeed. Another example, a t-shirt company called Threadless solicits illustrations from its visitors, has its visitors rank those illustrations, then manufactures the most popular ones and sells them to its visitors. Threadless's founders made $20 million on the crowdsourced efforts of their unpaid visitors. It's not always obvious how to leverage crowdsourcing, but we believe that innovative enterprises will find a way and will benefit significantly from it. Rich Internet applications, or RIAs, are highly interactive clients delivered through a web browser. When you arrive at a RIA page, code is automatically downloaded to your browser. This code in turn manages most of your interactions with the application. It will sometimes asynchronously retrieve data from the server, but to a great extent it operates locally and autonomously like a conventional PC program. ARIA's power comes from the experience it can deliver. A conventional web page has to be reloaded each time there's an update, which significantly degrades the user's experience as compared to a desktop application. By virtue of their local code, however, ARIAs can achieve levels of interactivity normally associated with a desktop application. We believe that within 5 years, RIAs will be by far the dominant form of web application and probably the dominant form of application, period.